trial or otherwise, first couple weeks, make sure that you're paper trading so that you're getting the lay of the land and trading so that it takes a while to kind of get ingrained in our process. So just try to follow along. So no trading for first 6 minutes unless you have explicit permission to trade the open. Where it's kind of looking at this area. If we do see a W, that probably wouldn't be a bad long, but getting right on top of the open, so probably best just to keep sitting and let this thing out. Unless you took the aggressive short that we talked about, then obviously you can try to stop down. Um, there you go. All right, Ramon. Yeah, I mean, some more advanced traders could have done that. I mean, this is technically, a setup we have in our repertoire. Um, and that was about the only thing we had. Just about the only thing that we had. Another minute and a half. Another minute, sorry. Another minute till the open. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll see some fireworks. Maybe we won't. There was a long signal there, guys. Little W. That's what I said. Unless we see a W, we're close to the open, so I'm not going to argue with anybody not taking it. But if you did, you have permission to trade it. And we are open for business. So anybody take the W trade off the area we're looking for it? Did anybody do that? All right, there you go. Okay, squeeze your stops up, and if you get stopped out, no big deal. If not, at least go to break even now, and then you have nothing to lose. We'll just look and see if the dryers have dried up. Dried up, buyed up. The buyers have bought up. See if the buyers have dried up down here. And it really wouldn't take much to turn the trend back down either. So keep that in mind. So I think this is what we look for, guys. Just see if we're just gonna watch and see if the buyers have dried up here. If they haven't, then we know that we can continue our buying on pullbacks. If not, trend will turn down soon and we will look to sell. It's pretty simple, right? So far, what do we know? So far, what do we know? What do we know? There's still some buyers here, right? Yeah, we know it. That's still good. So, um, know that there are other people buying around this area. Ticks did start low, not aggressively low though. Did come in the support here. Still wants to stay in this little area here too. Mic is fading. Let me see if I can change the setting on it. Let's see here. Good now? Oh, okay. Almost looks like two-way trading, right? Almost looks like that for the near term. Another minute. And we could possibly see a W setting up here, but what is it? 183. Well, technically, right now, at the very moment, the trend is up by a very small margin. guy. So technically the trend is up, which is usually yeah, the birds aren't around today. So Dennis get that in a minute, but 15 minutes up and the 60 is up right now. Did anybody take the W trade? Anybody do that? Nice, Claude. Graham. Good job, guys. Hey, great job. Well, things will calm down. I mean, ATR is still a little high, but other than that, we had a hookup on the 2 minute. That's what we were waiting for. The comment said, what did the comment say, guys? In the alert section, let the 2 minute chart get a little oversold and the ATR to come down before looking at enter long. Right? That happened. Turn up on the 2 minute. The 133 starting to hook up here. Finally made a little double bottom. Got a little W here. Nice little W trade. So you just start thinking this too. Look, we couldn't make a higher. We had a higher low, lower high. Now you watch this. See if this breaks this little low here. The question is, do you take another whack at a long signal right now? I think I would have to see a W to take another whack at a long signal. What do you think, guys? Would have to see a W here. If we don't see it, probably don't do it. Yeah. So you keep scanning through your charts, saying, okay, yeah, ticks can't get above 0. Ticks did start low today, so um, now we know we did not get a buy set up here. Let's see. I'll turn on Stokastic for a minute for you guys. How about that? Every ticket bouncing back and forth between up and down trend. That's hilarious. One thing you guys could do is, you maybe look at like a zero tick, high tick short. Um, that would be about the one thing. Let's see if this little support level holds. This is an interesting thing. So W's seem to be working though. Get a little W. Seems like they might be working. Like I said, that's the only thing that I would even take a stab at would be a W, but looks like may want to get a little push lower. Now we have an M. So, and the trend's flipping back and forth. And we're just sitting in a support area right here. So, what do? Do you want to sell in the support? No. Do you want to buy on maybe a bigger W? I mean, that's about it. I mean, what I say let's stick to the rules. If the trend stays down, we will let the stochastics get overbought. Look for a sell signal. Other than that, about the only thing I would feel safe doing is a W trade. That is about it. And we're consolidating again. So that's your prescription. And I mean, the thing is, guys, realistically, it's a tough morning to trade. I mean, think about it. There's hasn't been a lot of confluence across the board for anything. No real confluence. Ticks say that we want to see some selling pressure. Tape stays mixed. We got support here, flipping back and forth from uptrend downtrend. So where's the warm and fuzzy still? I just don't get it. Yeah, ATR couldn't get below 40. How about that? Start there. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I mean, that's it. Well, it did say we were starting to consolidate. So, if you see that and you see, okay, this just couldn't break above this now this is resistance, right? The 135 area looks like it has become resistance. Let's see what was the high here. Yeah, there you go. Looks like this has become resistance. The trend has no friend. Well, what was the high here? Let's see. One. We never really had a W trade here. What was that high? It was 131. 131. 134. So hide this. 33. 36. 35. Okay. Yep. There you go. Still keep looking at this, guys, and saying you look at this and you start looking at everything that's happened and you start saying, okay, well, what's the story that's being told? The story that's being told is that 056 breaks below that. Magically had a line there before. So, like I said earlier, the only play is a super aggressive shorts. That's about it right now, and that would mean that you would be super aggressive, aggressive. And if you don't have a big account size, probably shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, I mean that's we are downtrend, right? So what? Okay, here we go. Let's do an alert. Post an alert. Let's see. 52 ATR. I mean, this doesn't look pretty. It's first touch rule, but I just don't like. It's just there's not a lot of confluence, guys. Again, just not a lot of confluence here. I would say let's be safe and I hate saying don't trade, but don't trade. Why? I mean, why do this? Why put ourselves through some misery and gamble? Why put ourselves through this? This is not giving a ton of confluence for us. Just send a message on the main website, David. Send a message on the main website. Yep, and we'll get that. We'll get you some help with that. Mhm. The birds. Just the birds, no bees. Support didn't hold. Back to an uptrend.
All right, guys, we are done. I mean, what a great morning. We got our volatility. We shorted the high, bought the low. Can't be better than this. And we already have a good week. As you can see, right down there into the previous support, fake out breakout, went long, boom. Went short at the high because why? That market could not exceed the early high. So there was the short, little long here, another long there, 3 trades. Good job, David V. I'm pretty sure we won't ask is any green. If you're not green today, wait till St. Patrick's Day. Because buying since 2 o'clock in the morning. Right here. How many of you hundred as your no? Anyone make plus? What $1,000. $1,000. Yeah, there's a misconception. We will help everybody. The only difference in the institutional room is that they'll do skills, but they do. Yeah, we don't. It's not like we call different trades in different rooms. Same concept. It's just people in the institution room is going to. The other thing at certain times we will use scale in trades, and we can trade. But you guys can trade. Let's say you trade half of the trades. Still can make money, right? What's the trend right now? Even slightly up. Yeah. Not big up because we're not a pivot. And we still are interested in the chart, right? It's like the and a lot of times just come a. But anyway, I listened to calls made. I mean, I pretend sometimes, guys, that I'm a new trader, and I listen to Coach Brian, and I say, all right, what if I did use some patience? What if I waited 6 minutes? Would that help me? Yes. What did you guys do after 6 minutes? Well, let's see. 9:36. At 6. Yeah, no, I did a couple of micro minis, Dan. I had started doing some trades here. The first one, he had a 25 point. Again,
Forget about the
forgot that the ATM. That was it. But still not bad because you still had chance later on to trade. No big deal. So, and then you could have gotten in. So you basically saved 50 points. Big deal. All right. So here, and I'm going to prove one thing that you don't need to be in an institutional room to start your trading program. We're going to use Sharon as the example. Are you ready, Sharon? With information that you have, are you ready to show everyone how you can become a guru with just the stuff that you have at your disposal without going into the institution room. Ready? I want to know if Sharon's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah. That's what happens. I mean, the only bad thing about a virtual class is, you're talking to somebody, they could be in the bathroom, like,
Yeah.
and
Wait, did I hear my name called? Did you hear a toilet flush in the
no,
background?
Sharon's not here. Where's Sharon? Calling Sharon.
UK Paul. Yeah, we'll get somebody to work on that for you. And I think there's somebody else. We're waiting on Sharon. There's somebody else that had an issue. Let's see here.
Yeah, we want to make them into gurus, and we show them one of the things Coach and I look at. Many people in this room look at. A number
James,
of you
should
don't
have
do any scaling. Hey, Randy, did you catch that loan? There you go. See, Randy did it. He's not in the institution room. All right. Sharon, where are you? All right, we'll do this, and Sharon will be able to catch up later. Yeah, and that's part of the other thing too. Sadly, this business is like being a professional, a doctor, a lawyer. If you're in court and the judge asks you something and you're gone, and you pop back in and go, "Hey, no, I just wanted to go to the candy machine. Sorry, you're on it." You're probably going to be held in contempt of court. If you're doing brain surgery, you can't just run out of the room and say, I just wanted to call my broker and see what the market was doing. Sorry, what did the guy? Oh, yeah, he bled to death. Oh shit! Oops. All right.
Couple housekeeping. UK Paul, your permissions are being worked on. UK Paul. Okay.
Let's do one thing first, guys.
By Monday, they will be fixed.
How many of you, we'd like a little roll call, know what the volatility number is, or was, or still is, before the market even opened?
Everybody?
All right. So we got that. Second thing you're going to have to do is find out where the high price was after the report. All right, let's see if we can get the exact numbers. All right, good. You guys are getting the exact number, right? Now let's get the exact high. We can take a 15-minute chart. Could take 15 range chart. Now, right after the report, the market ran up here, didn't it? Right after the report, the market ran up. So let's look how much volume is in there. So look at this. It ran up to 282, then ran down, and then ran up again. This is all, guys, this whole chart that I'm scrolling over, how long do you think it took? 1 minute. Does everybody see all these printed bars on a 15 range bar? Does that tell you something? See me scrolling through? Took 1 minute. $32,350 was the high. So now, Sharon, are you there? Are you gone? Did you abandon ship? There you go. All right, now we got you. All right, Sharon, we're going to make you into a guru without having to be in the other room. All right, first thing, what was the volatility? And with information that you know, that you have access to without paying a dime extra while you're building your career up, what was the volatility number? 203. Now, what's the exact high that the market reached right after the report? You could do a number of ways. The 15-minute chart, you can go tick by tick. This is actually good exercise because you see there's like 1 million bars printed on 15 range, and it only took 1 minute. Wow, that's a lot. I mean, here, look, all these bars. You see that from the left to the right? More back. That's 1 minute of price action, guys. 1 minute. Went wild. We said it would go wild. Okay, what is the exact high that the market reached right after that report came out, Sharon? To the tick. 32,000 what? Just go to your chart there, 350. All right. So subtract those two numbers from 32,350, subtract the volatility number. And what price do you get? What number do you get? 147. 32. Thank you. Do you agree with that number, Sharon? 32,147. I'm going to show you guys how to be gurus. How in the institution room, I told them to cover a short at 32,147. Remember? Sarda's right here next to me, wondering how you can be a guru. So once you have a sell signal, which means a top that could not make a new high, there's your short, 16 tick. Your stop is over there. Your target's here. But more important, we wanted to find where you could start going long. Where would you wait until reversing to long? A lot of people like, okay, we'll buy a little pullback here. No, we said no. Once the market is disappointed, because now, take a look at this. 27 minutes go by, and we can't make a new high. 8:30, it's 8:54 now. Right here, it can't make a new high. There's your first sell signal. Once it breaks this little support, remember at 257, 256? 256, yeah. Yeah, we went short at 256. So where's our target? 147. Wouldn't you like to have a trade like that where you could figure out what top is? And then it got there where we reversed to go long. Nice little scalp long for 60 points. Isn't that amazing, Sharon? See, you're a guru. But also, I said 123 was my target on the downside to actually reverse and start going short, building up a long position in our trading room. So we got that short, got a scalp long here. Think about it. If you were able to go reverse it and go long at 147 and get out at 205, that's 60 point trade in literally a minute and a half. Forget this one, which is over 100 points. Now, guess what? It gets to your 123 area where we could scale in buying. Now, the only problem here, this is the difference. If you went long, right? Sarda did one here, but he had a 25-point stop. He got stopped out real quick. I said, well, you got to watch it. Yeah, the others in the institution room were just scaling in here lightly to go long. And of course, the market runs back up and we make our profit on the upside. So you got two good trades. Now, what if you had a small account? You don't trade while the volatility is crazy, but then all you have to do, right?
This come from the keyboards, right? So
All you have to do is wait for the market to stabilize. Once it breaks this resistance here at remember 136. By the way, in the morning before the report went out, do you remember where we were buying? Where did we go long this morning?
216 at 131.
132. Yeah.
16. So it's still hovering around.
Well, we said, remember that the institutions were buying from 2 o'clock in the morning. If you look at all the buying that they were doing here, and then at 8, the only problem we had to get out, we did have to get out before the report. I didn't want to trade that crazy report. So at this level, we were buying down here from 140 to 132. So we were buying here and then took our trade out before the report, if you guys remember. Do you remember where it was? It was 179, 132 to 179. So it doesn't look like much, but it was good money before the report. Not too bad. And then, of course, before that, it went crazy. That's all you need, 1 or 2 trades like that, and then you're done. So you don't have to be an institutional trader to trade like an institutional trader.
They do the same thing. They just have a bigger account and bigger stop loss they can afford.
Yeah,
Right?
use micro
Formula is
minis.
same.
Yeah. All right. So most of you should be green.
So we didn't have the exact number that you had, Coach, but we did say around 135 was a buy.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And we also did say that you could take the short.
Yeah.
Broke down. Both of those I did say that you guys could do, even though the ATR was high for some people.
Yeah, some had to.
Yeah, I didn't
just
blame
pass.
anybody for the high ATR. The people that didn't trade through the high ATR, I said, okay, not a big deal. Don't trade through it.
But if you have a small account, I was getting texts, Coach. Text, but private message. Shouldn't you just, base jump off the Empire State Building and do the Jersey Turnpike trade? If you can afford 100-point swings.
I had 6 people that said that they jumped in long on the retracement because they thought that what you meant was take that long.
I'm afraid to get in
Yeah.
there because it's so volatile.
And we did if they had enough money.
Ugh.
If they did, if you guys scaled in, you would have definitely been able to capture this fake out breakout down here, right? Look at your 15-minute chart. That's an amazing trade because certainly it didn't take out the lows. And the big boys are buying. So if you have a big account, yeah, you should have gone long. But people say, oh, you said long and I got a 25. I never said put a 25-point stop on it. You had to put at least, if you were trading after that report, guess what, guys? 1.5 times your average volatility, which was 55 points. multiply that by 1.5. That's your stop. So you had to have at least a 75-point stop.
That's
Yeah.
a big stop for a smaller.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not getting in. It's still 40. So,
Yeah.
So you made 60-point stop.
Yeah.
Why? You wait.
The low is 32,051. Right? 32,051, guys. And take a guess. If you bought it at 32,123 and used a 75-point stop, you would not have been stopped out. That's how close it was. That's how we know how much it stops. But that's why we don't call 75-point stops for you guys in this room.
Yeah. So what will come down?
Right. That's why the best thing, Kay, is to just not trade it.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm not trading.
But let's say you're at now dollar wise, okay. Let's say your normal stop is 100. You can risk $150 on a trade. Well, then you could do one micro mini or two micro minis
For a long stop.
with a 75-point stop. Right there, you go. So the most you're going to risk is half of what you normally would risk. Then a 75-point stop makes sense. So you have to adjust the micro mini. It looks like we're still trapped in this range right now.
Market is creating different ranges.
Yeah, because you've got two sides. On one hand, they want to short cover. But again, like yesterday, big report pushes up. So those who are still trapped long from a week ago get a chance to get out. And naturally, when you're trading 2-minute charts, you don't see that. You see a 200-point rally and go, wow, what a bull market. And somebody else is going, I'm down 300 points. Wow, this is pretty good. Now I'm only down 80 points. I'll get out here. And you go, why are they selling here? Because somebody's long. That's true, Killer B. Not yet, Graham. I would actually, me personally, I go lower. I'm not the big hero you guys think I am. I'm not sitting there trading 10 contracts when the ATR is 60 points. A number of traders in the institutional room with us have more money in the market than I do. Now, others can trade 10, 20 contracts and not gulp. Even when I traded by myself for a living, I could count my elbows the time I would go more than 20 contracts. Just didn't want to take the risk. If I were 30 or 40 years old with a couple of $1 million in the bank, I'd do it. But after 60, you should not be, you could be after Elon Musk can be 80 and trade. Warren Buffett, can risk, he could risk $500,000 on the next setup, right? Really just, that was my toilet paper fund. Right now, looks like you have a sell signal. Who wants to do a sell signal short right here?
So that's it.
We'll even allow our members to know that we have a sell short signal below 32,230. I know it is, but the tape just turned wickedly bearish. And it looks like it's going to break this 144 level too. The momentum is also changing. So you can take the first thrust, take your profits, and then wait for a first touch roll for the second shot at it. There's your target. I like this room better because I have all my sounds and now I can do Die You Dirty Dog and all that stuff.
All your toys,
The other one,
bells and whistles.
yeah, has more bells and whistles than the other one.
Order filled.
More gongs.
Die, you dirty dog.
So they say the buy signal is going up. It's good. So reading some sign.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it, but
Yeah, the tape is bearish now. I wouldn't be surprised to see the 60-minute turn back down.
There is a sell signal.
Next downside target will be 32,125.
Greg, it's virtually impossible to teach tape reading online.
Yeah, what you're looking at here, but even if you're looking at my chart on the time and sales, it's going to be delayed on your chart. So one of the things are ticks. When the ticks come up to like plus 600, you would take a short trade. And then when ticks come down to minus, in this case, minus 700, you would start covering your short. But you can see you can get 40 points easily out of these trades right now. Easily 40 points. Why? Because the average true range is 54. So you take a short on high ticks and put your target 40 points away. You'll nail it each time. Try it. Normally we get like a 12-point target. Now your target should be 40 points because the ATR is so large. Yeah, watch your high ticks. Then yeah, just watch the high ticks, and as soon as they hook, take the trade. Anywhere up to what? What did we put the alert in? 230. 230. So you're trading between 230 right now and 125. You see that? Between 230 and 125.
the range.
65 will be a target on it too, from 205.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina.
Order filled.
Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, just visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to our live chat, questions about as well live basic and advanced training classes. After your first free 3 days, it's just $149 a month for trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.